Live from Fargo and serving you on TV, online, and on the go. This is Valley News Live at 5:30.
Bison fans are gearing up for the season's home opener this weekend. Here's a live look right now of the Bison block party outside of Shields in Fargo. Good evening and thanks so much for joining us. I'm Christine Stanwood. Kickoff isn't until Saturday, but Bison Nation is having a kickoff of their own to celebrate the start of the football season. Sports Director Beth Houle and Chief Meteorologist Hutch Johnson are out there right now. We join them with much more. Guys, what's it like out there?
I have to tell you, Christine, it is packed out here at the Shields Shopping Center out here on 45th. The fans are filing in. The line is still wrapping through this parking lot. We're just about a half hour into the fun out here. This is going until 8 o'clock tonight, so you still have time to come out and have some fun. The hot dogs are still going. The yard signs are still going. This is fans' first opportunity to get one of these yard signs, and I have to say, after 6 years here, this is the best yard sign yet. It looked great. Fans are excited. It's just one a person, so you still have time to come out here and get one. Everyone's piling up. The band is rocking. Corso is in his stall entertaining everyone. He seems in a pretty good mood today as well, I guess, as well as a Bison can be. The games are going, though. Fans are out here making friends and mingling. This is one of two opportunities to get ready before the Bison football game on Saturday against Charleston Southern. There's also the Bison Football Eve, which is going on next to Old Broadway in downtown Fargo tomorrow night. Just plenty of opportunities for you to get together with your Bison friends, make new Bison friends, and wrangle up some pride before this game on Saturday. I've run into a really fun one. As you all know, Hutch Johnson is always good for a good time, and how about that, a good dance move, too. It's a good time out here.
You know, barbecues on Wednesday night, block parties on Thursday. No, it's hard work. I think I threw my back out with that dance move. No, there's a lot of fun to be had here. Our friends at Shields putting on a heck of a show. You can get a meal. I'm going to sneak over here because I think there's somebody you may recognize.
Oh.
Lee Corso came here, named a Bison after him, but first we'll stop by and talk to Karen here. Karen Olson with Shields. Tell everybody what they can expect going on tonight.
Bison yard signs still happening, so they're about halfway through the list. So if you kind of want to get a yard sign, get here, get now. We've got free concert with the front fenders. We've got hot dogs. We've got.
Wait, are you out of hot dogs?
No, we are
okay,
not out of hot dogs. Right. We have cheddar brats with bacon to go on them.
Bacon makes everything more gooder.
Yes, more gooder with the bacon here at the Cloverdale. Brock was really excited about it. He's like, can we put bacon on the hot dogs? I'm like, you can do whatever you want. So we've got hot dogs with bacon. We've got Pepsi products. We've got inflatable games. We've got all sorts
and a real live Bison back here. I'm going to run back here. Thank you, Karen. I got to tell you, Corso showed up last year, and just like he's taking care of business right now, but I got to tell you, just like the legend of the Bison growing, this year we are going for 6. Corso's growing as well. Come get a look at this big animal. I got to tell you, Christine, it's a good time. And before the hot dogs run out, you know Hutch Johnson has to get in there and taste test them, make sure that they're high quality for everybody in line. Now back in the studio to you.
All right, Hutch and Beth, thank you so much. It looks like so much fun. And don't forget on Saturday to join Valley News teams Alex Egan and Ryan Gellner for the Farmers Union Insurance Bison football pregame show. Statewide coverage begins at 5:30 on KVLY and leads you right up to kickoff on ESPN at 6:30. It felt a bit like fall out there today with temps just barely hitting 70 degrees. Let's get right over to Robert Hahn for a look at those temps. Robert?
Yeah, certainly didn't feel very August-like out there with the temperatures mostly into the 60s. A few low 70s out there for high temperatures, and the breeze made it feel even cooler than that. Thankfully, though, those winds are slowly subsiding. Right now, 63 in Bemidji, 61 in Wadena. It's 70 here in Fargo, also 70 in the Devil's Lake area. There are your winds, and again, slowly subsiding. We'll see some very light winds tonight, along with some mostly clear skies, some chilly overnight low temperatures. Tomorrow, we will see an increase in clouds. Right now, we're starting to see a decrease in those clouds, and again, mostly clear during the overnight hours, and we will see a crisp night as we head through the overnight hours into your Friday morning. Just a few sprinkles out there as we head through the rest of the year here in Fargo. Can't rule out an isolated sprinkle, but the vast majority of us will stay dry, and those temperatures dipping down by 9 o'clock into the lower 60s. We do have a big game right around the corner, the weekend right around the corner. We'll have your forecast details coming up on that in just a few minutes.
All right, thanks, Robert. And it was an intense morning at an apartment building in Moorhead. Police are still sorting out the details of an incident involving a gun at the Terrace on the Green apartment building. It happened just before 3 in the morning in the 1900 block of 18th Avenue South. When police walked into the building, they found a man pointing a gun toward one of the entrances. Police ordered the man to drop the gun and he complied. The man told police he was defending himself from someone trying to break into his apartment, and he had fired a warning shot before officers arrived, but no one was hit. With recent shootings around the world, police say they are always on high alert in situations like this one.
Things that have been going around the country, I think all officers, I'd be safe to say that everybody's a little bit more heightened and alert of things that are going on.
The man accused of trying to break into the apartment was taken in for questioning, but police tell Valley News Live no one has been arrested. DNA testing has helped the East Grand Forks Police Department determine whose fingers were found at the Red River State Recreational Area back in May. Police say a person walking through the campsite on May 26th found the severed fingers and reported it to police. The results of the DNA test show the fingers match DNA taken from a 23-year-old male. He was involved in a fireworks accident in late April. West Fargo police have officially ruled the investigation into a Sunday night shooting that left 2 people dead as a murder-suicide. Investigators say it appears as though Clarence Baumgartner shot and killed his separated wife, Tammy, and then turned the gun on himself. It happened on the 400 block of C Street just after 9 p.m. and originally came in as a domestic disturbance call. Police tried to revive Tammy on scene, but she was pronounced dead shortly after the shooting. Clarence was taken to Sanford, where he died the following day. Funeral arrangements for Tammy have been set. For those, head to valleynewslive.com and click on this story. 2 men were sent to a Fargo hospital today after a car accident. It happened on Whitestone Circle and 17th Avenue. A witness says she saw a car swerving and crash into a tree. When she ran up to the car to see if anyone was okay, one person was not responding. Police are looking into whether or not drugs or alcohol were a factor in the crash. Students returning to Concordia may soon have the option to drink in their dorm rooms. Amy Kelly with Concordia tells us that student affairs and resident life groups will be meeting this semester to work on a policy to allow students to drink in private living areas. Kelly says that right now students aren't back yet, so details are slim. However, she believes that a decision will be made within this school year at Concordia. The University of Minnesota Crookston has started its new school year, continuing to be the leader in online education. It was the first university in the country to begin offering online degrees just 20 years ago. And as Valley News Team's Neil Carlson shows us, the school is also boasting a new $15 million addition this year as it continues to draw hundreds of Minneapolis students.
The morning bell at the University of Minnesota Crookston signals the start of another day of classes. This year, when students want a break from the books, they can stop in at their new $15 million wellness center.
I can see myself using the multi-purpose room a lot. There's opportunities to do like yoga classes in there. They have the bike classes in there.
Great cardiovascular equipment, an indoor track that has 10 laps to a mile. Okay. We have this unique surface, it's called Mondo. So it's actually in the gym and the basketball courts, as well as our track, which actually is a great multi-use surface. We can do anything from rollerblading on it to any sports you can imagine.
Officials don't have final numbers yet, but enrollment is expected to be close to last year at just over 1,800 students. Around half those students are getting their degrees off campus and online.
A lot of those folks are working professionals or people that are already employed and don't have a bachelor's degree, and so they are looking to complete a bachelor's degree in order to take that next step in their career.
Svek says the majority of those online students are from the greater Minneapolis area, between the ages of 30 to 35.
A lot of the students want that degree and the University of Minnesota namesake to be associated with their degree because that helps them take the next step in their career.
Svek says UMC remains an online education leader in the entire University of Minnesota system. In Crookston, Neil Carlson, Valley News Live.
UMC's new wellness center is powered in part by solar panels on its roof. that supply 10 to 40% of the center's electrical power. Backpacks were zipped and lunch boxes were all packed up this morning for students in Fargo. Today was the first day of school for the district. This is video of students arriving to Eagles Elementary this morning. West Fargo schools have been in session for 2 days now, and Moorhead is set to start Tuesday, September 6th. And remember, if you pass a school bus while the bus is making a stop, you could be fined. Passing a school bus while its stop sign control arm is out, you could face a $50 fine. It's the same case if you pass a bus in the oncoming lane. If you had to either drop off or pick up your child at Discovery Middle School in Fargo today, you may have noticed something a little different. The school has released a new traffic plan that goes a little something like this. When dropping off your child, you are now asked to use the west lot by the gym or the south lot by the auditorium. Students are asked to get out of the vehicle in the designated drop-off zone, regardless of where your car is located within that zone. Now, when picking up your child, you are asked to find a parking space in the west or south lot and let your child come to you. All the I's have been dotted and all the T's crossed to officially put Donald Trump and running mate Mike Pence on the November ballot in Minnesota. Last night, the two were not listed on the Secretary of State's list of those who had filed to run for president. State GOP Chairman Keith Downey said all of the proper paperwork has been submitted to get Trump and Pence back on the ballot immediately. Still ahead tonight, Louisiana flooding has taken many lives and has damaged the homes of thousands. Later on Valley News Live at 5, what some locals are doing to help out.
It's been a cool and breezy day with a few sprinkles here and there. More rain chances as we head through the next several days. We'll have a look at that as well as look at your entire weekend forecast coming up right after this.